Hey everyone, it's Amy. Today I'm going to be showing you how to fill in Gel X nails. So I've gotten a few comments asking if you can fill in Gel X nails, and the answer is yes you can, and I have done it. So I wanted to come on here to show you how I do it. The system I'm going to be using in this one is the Curious Sky Jelly Tip system. So if you want a full video on how to do the Curious Sky Jelly Tips, I will leave a link down below. And the St. Patrick's Day set that I have on here on the screen, this has been grown out for about 2.5 weeks. So not super grown out, but it definitely has some grow out, and I was ready to change the design. So I went ahead and decided I was going to fill in the nails. And I have already filled in this set one other time, so this is my second time filling it. I'll probably fill it maybe a third time, and then after that I'll probably change out the set. I feel like with the Gel X nails, you can fill them a couple times if it's just a little bit of grow out, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend filling them indefinitely. I feel like you definitely lose the shape and the stability of the Gel X. So you have a little wiggle room, you can fill it a couple times, but then I would recommend changing out the Gel X nails. So filling in Gel X nails, the steps are very similar to filling in either your acrylic system or doing a fill on hard gel. It's going to be the same type of steps, you're just using the Gel X system and the products from that. But I'm going to go ahead and take my e-file. I'm going to file off all of the color, all of the design, try to get as much as that off down to the Gel X without taking too much of the Gel X off. Once I'm done with the e-file, I move on to hand file. I'll go back in, get that cuticle nice and good. I'll do the edges and just try to smooth it out. Then I go ahead and do my cuticle work. So I will be taking this cuticle bit. I want to say this is from Erica's, and I use it on my e-file. I go one way on all of my cuticles, and then I reverse my e-file, go the other way on all my cuticles. I love this bit. It cleans up the cuticles so beautifully. After I take the cuticle bit through my cuticles, I go ahead and push back the rest if there's anything left, so that way once everything's pushed up, it's easier to cut the excess off. So I do take my cuticle nippers and I cut off the excess cuticle. Then I take my file one last time over the cuticle area, making sure it's smooth from the cuticle down to the Gel X. There's no hard ledge, there's nothing sticking up. I go ahead and cleanse off my nails with some alcohol. Here's what they're looking like. And then I am going to take my Young Nails Protein Bond. This is my favorite bonder. I swear by this bonder. If you guys haven't tried it, I would try it out. So I go ahead and do a thin little coat of the Protein Bond. And I'm just doing it over the natural nail. You do not need to pull the Protein Bond over the extension. There's no point in that. The point of the Protein Bond is to bond the natural nail to the product, so only on the grow out area is where I add that on. Then since I'm using the Curious Sky system, I am going to take the base coat, and again just a very thin layer. I'm doing the base coat mostly on the natural grow out. I pull it over the extension just a tad, just to blend it in, but again I'm really focusing the base coat on the grow out area. Once that is cured, I go ahead and take my builder gel from the Jelly Tip system from Curious Sky, and taking a small bead, you're going to take it from the cuticle and fill in that area. Now, I don't always do this for my fills for hard gel, but for my Gel X, I do always pull through the end and give it a good another coat of the builder on top, as well as filling in that area, just to give it that extra stability, because again, I feel like the Gel X can be a little on the thin side, and if you filed them down a couple times, you're losing that strength. So I do go ahead and I pull that all the way through, do a nice coat all the way to the end. And then I do check the side profile, make sure that it's smooth from the cuticle. It has a little bit of an apex. The Gel X tend to not have a big apex, it's just a little one. So I just make sure I have that little apex in there, and then I go ahead, flash cure, and then I move on and I do each nail just going down, and I do flash cure in between each one. Once I have flash cured all of them, I put my whole hand in, do a full cure. Then I remove the tacky layer from that, and then we're going to finish file. So I'm going to take my regular file. I don't feel a need to bring out my e-file just because it was just a fill and then smooth it over. So there's not a lot of bulk I added on. So I just want to finish file with my hand file. Make sure you get the cuticle area nice and smooth. Get those edges again shaped up how I like them. And then smoothing over the surface. Once my hand filing is done, I take my buffer, I buff over the entire surface, again making sure the surface is nice and smooth. I buff under the nails as well to get rid of any of that extra gel that's coming off, and then I go ahead and cleanse my nails. But here is what the nails are looking like after the fill. It looks nice and smooth. You can't even tell that it has been filled. It just looks like one unit there, which is what you want. So this is how I do my fills for Gel X. I know I had a couple people asking for it. Hopefully this video was super helpful. This is the new design that I have on my nails now. I will leave a link to that tutorial in the description box down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you found this video helpful. Make sure to subscribe for more tutorials coming out very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.